Casino in St. Charles. It is Battle on the Banks 5. Steve Munisteri, Scott Warman, as we see Mary Ortega, and they're working on that eye that we just mentioned in the last round, Steve.
Yeah, and it didn't seem to bother. I actually gave her the last round. I'd given the previous rounds to Holly. They're still close rounds. But one thing I noticed, it looked like a little steam was off of Holly's punches, and Mary continued to come forward. So maybe we've had just an ever so slight shift in momentum. So let's take a look at the replay. Again, Scott, toe-to-toe action right to the end of the bell. Look at these ladies go, left and right. And now we start the next round with left to right, right from the start.
There's no question these two young ladies are in top condition as they are just going at it, trading blows, opening up round number 6. And the crowd is into it too.
Yeah, Holly's starting off very strong. I mean, Mary's still coming forward, but Holly is showing a resurgence here. And you know, these fighters are just giving everything they have, and this is so good for the sport and so good for women's boxing, and these ladies are showing they really belong in the ring.
Combination there by Dunaway.
Nice body shot there by Ortega. But just as soon as one throws 2 punches, the other comes right back.
Exactly. Ortega will answer or Dunaway will answer. Back and forth. Just great action. Great right there by Mary.
Yeah, and I think it actually hurt Holly a little bit, but she's coming back. Oh, toe-to-toe. Both fighters landing tremendous shots. Another right and left by Ortega. It looks like a little bit of a momentum shift, Scott, towards Ortega.
No question. Tempo's being set, I think, now by Mary Ortega from Kansas City, Missouri.
She has looks like she has a little bit more activity now at this point in the fight. I mean, Holly's still giving it back to her, but Ortega, it looks like, is finally being effective with that aggressiveness. It's still a close round. It's still up for grabs. But I just think Ortega is showing tremendous stamina, tremendous heart. And she's now found a home for this looping right hand. And I think it's getting in there because as Holly's getting tired, she's dropping her left ever so slightly.
A lot of body punches by Mary Ortega. And they are, as Steve mentioned, taking that toll on Holly Dunaway. Working on that shin of Mary Ortega. Ooh, a couple of more combinations, and they're both going to end this round with a flurry, and why wouldn't you? Oh my, what a fight. Fantastic. These two young ladies are fantastic. We can't wait for the 7th round, and it's coming up next. It is Battle on the Banks 5 from the Ameristar Casino in St. Charles. There you see Holly Dunaway, 19-5 in her corner, talking to her trainers. Quite a fight we've got here, Steve. Just absolutely phenomenal against Mary Ortega from Kansas City, Missouri.
Phenomenal is the word. Look at this exchange here. This is what we've seen every round. Punch after punch with great intensity and desire.
And especially at the end of each round, too.
Neither woman wants to yield a single second of this fight. They start off every round throwing combinations. They end every round throwing combinations. This is non-stop action.
What was your score in the last round?
That round was very tough. I actually had it even. If I had to pick somebody, I think I might have picked Ortega for being the aggressor, but it was a very tough round to score.
2 more rounds to go as we march into round number 7.
I mean, you have to give Ortega some extra props for being the one coming forward and pressing the action.
No doubt.
And normally in a fight that would carry you the rounds. It's just that you have to be effectively aggressive. And Holly actually, in my estimation, counterpunches effectively after Ortega flurries, and usually with the harder punches in the earlier rounds.
Well, it seems pretty evident over the last couple of rounds that Ortega's now carried the tempo instead of Holly Dunaway.
Yeah, if I had to give the last round to anybody, I would have given it Ortega, which then makes it a much closer fight on my card. It would make it 4 rounds to 2. So there may be some judges here that have these rounds pretty close.
Ortega sizing up Dunaway in the corner. And Holly fights a way out of it.
Looks like Holly's finally taking a little bit of a breather here. But Ortega's still coming forward. Even when she's not throwing punches, she's coming forward. And in the eyes of many, a good right hand right over that jab again. Actually, Ortega seems to me now in the last 2 or 3 rounds to be getting just slightly the better.
Ooh, big right by Holly.
Yeah, right as I say that, Holly lands a big right hand. Oh, and another left.
Now they're going at it again to end round 7.
I mean, Scott, I am so impressed with these young ladies. They have gone 7 rounds, and we've had nonstop action.
See Holly Dunaway there getting work on her eye by the training staff, Daryl Petty and company.
I mean, you can look at both of these women's faces and know they've been in a fight because they both have some swelling and abrasions.
It's been a brawl. As we see Mary Ortega getting her instructions from her trainer. You're right, they've just done a great job. That swelled left eye, folks, that started back in the first round as we take a look at a replay of round number 7.
Yeah, and we have the same pattern we've had in the past. Ortega coming forward, Holly trying to counterpunch, and both fighters landing effective blows.
Yep, here we go, final round. And I would imagine it's just as special as the previous 6 rounds. We'll see what happens. Holly Dunaway and Mary Ortega.
Look at this toe-to-toe. Non-stop action, but Ortega is still pushing the fight, but it looks like Holly is effectively counterpunching. Now Holly on her bicycle for only the 2nd time in this fight. I've got her ahead in the fight, so she may do well just to go ahead and get on that bicycle.
There was a right by Dunaway that scored on the face of Mary Ortega.
I've got her having a very good 8th round here. It looks like she really saved something up.
Mary now backing Holly in the corner. She's tried to do that on a couple of different occasions here in this bout.
She has a good spin move by Holly to get out of the corner and try to get back where she can get behind her jab. Oh, they both traded right hands there.
Now Ortega coming in, pushing off.
I'm finding these last couple rounds very hard to score. They're so back and forth.
I'm sure. The whole bout theoretically has been very hard to score. These are one of those fights you hate to see a loser in this one, because these 2 young ladies have really gone at it here tonight, and the crowd is enjoying it.
Yeah, the crowd is the real winners here. I mean, they're seeing a tremendous action-packed fight, and as you see, they're both standing toe-to-toe, continuing to throw. I think Holly won the first part of the round, but now Ortega's coming back as the aggressor again.
Big right by Holly Dunaway on Ortega. But Mary not backing down, attacking once again.
Wow, what a fight, Scott.
And the crowd is on their feet here at the Ameristar Casino, and rightly so. Holly Dunaway and Mary Ortega with one special fight here in St. Charles. We'll be back with the decision here for the Ameristar Casino Battle on the Banks 5 right after this.